this new welcome guys to this new video. Today we are continuing this series of videos that I am teaching you the basis for PHP how to get started with PHP. So this is the second part, the second chapter. We find ourselves in the second part that in the video before, that is our first video of this series of videos, we covered at the first point of what is PHP. So giving it the continue, we find ourselves on the point 2 on the topic of what is necessarily needed to get started with PHP. So I will be briefly explaining about the files, the tools, the packages, and the main server that we'll be covering and using along the way of the learning of this programming language for the web, so that you can reach all the bases on how to get started in a real way on PHP with no rounds and directly to the point. So let's get started at the practical part of this video. Going to the browser, we're going to type in the URL text box. We're going to type apachefriends.org. It's going to be basically our web server. This local server is aimed to be installed on our computer. And this is not just a web server, but it's also a web package that is contained with the Apache server, MariaDB, that is, as it explains right here, MariaDB, that is the engine of the MySQL database that is mostly used, plus the package of PHP, the latest version of this programming language, and optional that, and obviously we're not going to use in this series of videos. It's contained as well the PHP, the programming language of Perl. So XAMPP, as I explained it, this is a package that is mostly used for PHP, and it contains not just a web server, but also tools to execute PHP and work with databases. First off, how to download this basic tool to get started with PHP. We're going to head ourselves to the section of download, and depending on your operating system, you will be deciding which version you will download in your computer. So in this case, if you have Windows like me, you can download the latest version of PHP, and it's included the packages that I explained to you before. For example, the package of the latest version of PHP and the web server as well. So it will be downloading a package containing all the files and the tools that I mentioned it to you. So there will be a wizard to you, as typically all the programs make to install a program on your computer, and it will be allocated in your C disk in your computer, and it will be creating different files such as PHP and the XAMPP server, as we are downloading it, the XAMPP server, and also will be included a panel control that we are be viewing it when we have already installed it in our computer. So let's take a look at that.